Sorry about that. I was having a couple of issues behind the scenes. But yeah. So, welcome to my stream. Or more particularly, welcome to my well, you know, right there in the title. Don't need much to say. So for anybody that sees this, I hope you enjoy. Yeah. Hopefully anyways. I guess I should just like jump right into it, even though there's like nobody here. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. So, here it is. My debut presentation. Welcome to my stream. Smile. Hope you enjoy. Sorry. Uh here's my bio. My name is CKL the second. My age is 24 years old. I'm 5'9" or 175 centimeters. I was born on May 20th. The languages that I speak are only English, but I am willing to learn more, such as Japanese, obviously, which I have taken 2 years of in high school, but I only remember hiragana and katakana, so sadly that's not much. And obviously some weeb phrases from anime. And for my shoe size, I have a US 11 because I didn't know what else to put for my my bio to describe me. Let's talk about my lore for a bit because I'm sure that's something that some people would find interesting. So, as you can see, I am the child of the Cheshire Cat and Alice. I was born in Wonderland. I'm next in line to continue the role of the Cheshire Cat in Wonderland to ensure that everyone takes their assigned role seriously. Every resident of Wonderland holds a role that they inherit or that they create, a new one approved by the monarchs of Wonderland. And so before I inherit my role from my father, I traveled the world over in search of excitement and fun, which is how I discovered games and anime. Which kind of sad, how 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 games and anime is what I found the most fun, even though I traveled the entire world. But yep, that's basically me in a nutshell. And now I've decided to travel to other worlds, which is how I'm talking to you guys right now, so that I could have more fun. But one day I will eventually return to Wonderland to take up the role my father holds as the next Cheshire. Yeah, so I hope you guys aren't too harsh about this lore. It's uh, it's definitely something, you know. Let's talk about my interests for a bit. Sorry if I'm going a bit too quickly. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say impatient, but definitely a. I feel as though I don't want to keep people waiting. Sorry about there was something that came up. Anyways, my my likes smile. I talk about the types of games that I like. Uh, I really enjoy the Kirby series, uh, and it was the very first game that I really enjoyed. Is It was also the very first game that I played, the Kirby 64. I I remember being younger and really enjoying just playing that game nonstop and always using the beam saber, the dual-sided beam saber. Like the I think it was a combination between like cutter and electric. Yeah, that weapon was my always favorite to use in Kirby 64. And I, I vividly also remember like the very first game that I ever 100%ed was Kirby Squeak Squad. It was like one of the very first games that I ever got on like my Nintendo DS that I got for my like birthday. And it was like I played that game to death even though there was like we have like I don't know, I think it was like 3 save files. I played that game 3 times and like 100%ed it all 3 times. It was just super fun time for me. Always considered Kirby one of my more favorite franchises. Now, as for other franchises that I enjoy, Pokemon. Now, this one's a pretty obvious one. It's the I don't think there's a person out there that dislikes Pokemon. If you unless like you're not into like the what do you call it, RPG? Yes, that's the term for it. As for my favorite Pokemon, it'd have to be Darkrai from Generation 4. I always found him really cool, and the movie that he got was just like one of the best Pokemon movies they ever made. For other games that I enjoy playing Splatoon, specifically Splatoon 2. Now, not much to say here other than like I really enjoy the gameplay, the characters, and it's one of the few multiplayer games that I myself am willing to play solo. And that's typically something I don't really do. If I'm playing a multiplayer game, then I'm definitely gonna try to play it with people I know. Now, I also enjoy playing Mario, and I also enjoy playing Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac is what really got me into the roguelike genre, and I'll always look back fondly at Binding of Isaac, like the actual first one. I'd have it on my USB, I'd go to school, and I'd remember just playing that game just on the school computers through my USB, making sure that the teacher isn't watching whenever I got the chance. By the way, don't do that. Make sure you actually, study and do your work in class. The only reason I did all that is because I was confident enough that I'd get a passing grade and didn't need to do all that hard work. Definitely don't follow my example. As for other games I enjoy, it's fighting games such as Blaze Blue. I also enjoyed playing Guilty Gear, the newest one in particular. That one is a really solid fighting game. Uh, as for other games I enjoy playing Persona 3 and 4. I particularly like Persona 4 more, as I find that game something that I'd be able to like have multiple playthroughs with. Other games that I like are Left 4 Dead 2 and Super Smash Bros, Overwatch, and Ape Escape, and Mega Man Star Force. Of course, we also can't forget. And we also can't forget talking about TVs and cartoons. Now, I like Kamen Rider. Absolutely my number one favorite TV show in the entire world. And, well, for the longest time. I remember back in, like, 2012, when Kamen Rider O's was playing, I'd always just, like, my first exposure to it was watching Gokaiger in the superhero time. I was like, who's that? That looks pretty interesting. I want to try that out. And it was super interesting. And that's why Kamen Rider O's is as my first Kamen Rider always holds a special place in my heart. Although I will say that Kamen Rider X8 is my favorite. I just really liked all the characters, the stories, the suits in X8. I just loved everything about it. As for other tokusatsus that I enjoy, Super Sentai. Just a just if you like Power Rangers, you'll definitely like Super Sentai, I'll say. And speaking of Power Rangers, there it is as well. I mean, when you're a kid growing up, obviously you've watched Power Rangers, and my personally, I remember kindergarten. I pretended to be the Green Ninja Storm Ranger. I'd be under the jungle gym. I pretend to transform, and then I'd play with all the other kids that were pretending to be Power Rangers as well. As for particular cartoons that I enjoyed SpongeBob SquarePants, Teen Titans, Pokemon, and Tom and Jerry. I personally say that Tom and Jerry is my number one. When I was growing up, just whenever I got the chance to watch it, I'd always watch it. Even if there was like something else that was like brand new that was playing, I'd always take the time when I was younger to watch Tom and Jerry. And I still enjoy the show today. Now, as for foods and drinks that I enjoy, I like burgers, pizza, pho, ramen, dim sum, sticky rice, and water. Now, that might seem weird, but you I think that if you don't like water, you're the weird one here. Ever thought of that? Thought of that? Ever thought of that? Ever thought of that? As for tabletop games that I enjoyed, really like card games and various board games. Card games that I play are Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh. Those are the two standard ones. The two big ones I'd say. I'd I when I was growing up, I played Yu-Gi-Oh with the family as we were all into that. But Magic the Gathering was the game that I played at lunchroom tables in high school with my friends. And I really enjoyed both card games even though they're vastly different from each other. By the way, Magic the Gathering, I am a white player. Why? I just like aggro in Magic the Gathering. But and in Yu-Gi-Oh, I actually like playing control and mid-range type decks. I know, vastly different from each other, but sometimes when I just want to like go fast, I play Magic the Gathering because aggro in that game is just so much more, you know, enjoyable. While in Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to play slow and methodical and be able to like eat up my opponent's resources with my own. For other tabletop games that I enjoy, I really like Dungeons and Dragons, particularly 5e. Mostly because that's the only edition that I've played. Don't crucify me for that. But it's still just one of my most enjoyable memories out of all the tabletop games I've played. Just getting together with friends, eating pizza, going on these fantasy adventures. Just there's no other feeling like it than just being around friends with the same interests. As for board games that I enjoy Arkham Horror. Just the Lovecraftian setting in that game is just really fantastic. I enjoy Betrayal at House on the Hill. Just a really fun, just one of the most enjoyable board games I can say. And I also really like Atmosphere. If you know what that is, you are pretty cool. Now, as for content creators that I enjoy PewDiePie and Markiplier and Germa and Kraken2 and Funk and Cryos and Smitty and Chucka Conroy and Vinesauce and Bark Skeletor Joel and Vanos Gaming. I'm pretty sure out of these guys, the most obscure one is like Funk. I'd say I just really like his the content he puts out, all of his deep thoughts and reviews about gaming genres. I really enjoyed those. As for everyone else here, they're basically what shaped my humor and what I enjoy watching even today. So let's go on and that's right. Since I'm a VTuber, let's talk about other VTubers that I enjoy. For example, my number one, Oshi herself, Omosuzu Nene. Now, I know she's not the she's not like the most well known of all of Hololive, but me personally, she's just so goofy and so lovable and endearing and enjoyable that I just couldn't help but watch all of her streams every time I get the chance, which would have to be at late at night where I come from, but it's worth it just to watch her. Now, as for other VTubers that I enjoy, it's Nanashi Mume of Hololive EN, Ozara Subaru of Hololive JP, and Nova Awakami from V Reverie, who's an EN VTuber as well. She's a pretty funny gal. She particularly streams a lot of like card games, and I just really enjoy watching her whenever I get the chance to. And I also enjoy Pochimaru Sensei and her works. And I also like Luca Kaneshiro of Niji Sanji EN, a funny Poggin sort of dude. He also likes Pringles. I like Pringles. Pretty cool guy. And I also enjoy watching Iron Mouse from V Shoujo. Super big ups to her for also liking a lot of tokusatsu. And I also enjoy watching Ichimaru Ichi. For those, and I don't expect a lot of people to know her, but she's the one who really like motivated me and wanted me to like become a VTuber. So, get the chance to, I hope you can watch her, watch her content, because I really find her endearing. Her can-do attitude is super great. Oh yeah. Since I'm a VTuber, let's talk about anime and manga that I enjoy. Now, as for anime that I enjoy, obviously that's particularly why I enjoy watching Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill a lot. Now, as for other anime that I enjoy, Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was growing up, I'd always like watch both of them. I also liked watching Haru Suzumiya and Lucky Star because I my brother had the box sets and we both watch it together. I also like Nichijou, one of the funniest anime to ever come out, and I recommend it to anyone who who's listening. And I also enjoy Azumanga Daioh and Cardcaptor Sakura, two other anime that I enjoy watching with my brother. I also like, out of the big three shonen anime, Naruto. Now, as for manga, I really enjoy the rom-com genre. I don't like reading dark stuff, so you know, so my manga tastes are typically just like lighthearted or not too much stakes in them, or if there are stakes, it's more like action oriented than like philosophical type of stakes, which is why I enjoy all these manga right here, starting with Komi-san and Kaguya-sama, two great rom-coms. Well, I would say Komi-san is not primarily a rom-com. It more leans into the comedy, definitely, and there are romance elements, but the main point of the story is for Komi-san to make 100 friends, after all, and that's what people should expect from that story, and there's a bunch of great characters. For the next part, I really enjoy Keroro Gunso, or Sergeant Frog. It was the very first manga that I ever collected. Now, I remember just always pre-ordering like the next volume at like my bookstop, at like my bookstore. Store? Yeah, that's the word. At my bookstore. And I always wait in anticipation like every month just for that volume to come out. And I always read it just during the card ride back home. And as for other manga that I enjoy is Shumatsu no Valkyrie and Kengan Ashura, two great fighting manga that I definitely recommend other people to read. It's like, you just want like a manga that's just primarily just the fights, no bullshit, with great characters and backstories. These are the ones you're looking for. Now, it may sound weird, but sometimes, really, when I'm looking for like a manga with fighting and martial arts in it, I don't really want to like see like the very slow journey of the main character slowly getting stronger. Sometimes I just want to like see a bunch of characters showing off what they can do. And that's why I really enjoy these two mangas. And I also enjoy reading Mashal for those that read from Manga Plus. Just a really funny anime. I definitely recommend. And I also read. Did I say anime? I meant manga. Disregard what I just said. And I also enjoy Mighty Mashita Iruma-kun. Just a great manga with great characters. Definitely give it a read if you can. I also enjoy Kage no Jitsu Rokisha ni Naritakure, or The Eminence in Shadows. Another funny manga with some great action. And I also enjoy Spy X Family and most Otome Isekai. Now, what else is there to talk about? Let's see. Oh, my goals. Definitely can't forget that I hope to reach 10,000 subscribers within 1 year might sound unrealistic considering there's nobody here, but I really do hope to reach it. And another goal that I have is definitely to, and it's just something that I really want to do, even though talking to other people is just not my strongest suit. And I also hope to meet and collab with other VTubers and content creators. And I also hope to eat Wagyu meat and be able to write my own story. Now how would I write my own story? Well, I don't know how, but I definitely have like ideas floating within my brain. You know, this fucking walnut inside this head called a brain. Called a brain. I definitely want to write a story. Oh, let's see, what else is there? Tags. These are my tags. I made them myself, even though they're not that well thought out. I was kind of hoping to, make some tags with some people here, but I guess this will just have to, work. And, I hope you all guys, whoever sees this, also enjoyed the fan name I made, The Wonderfuls. If not, we could always, like, change that if I do get a following. But yeah, these are the tags that I made. Yeah, I guess that's really the recap. Or there is nothing to recap because there's nobody here for me to remind. So I guess I'll just wrap it up here. Not really much else to do. Now switch it up. Howdy. Welcome back. Now guess there's guess I should show off the schedule that I made. Yeah, sounds good. Good idea. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's not the right schedule. Here it is, my schedule. Now, it may look a little weird, but it was some last minute adjustments that I had to have made for today. So, I hope you guys come to the other streams for later. Yeah, so obviously it's, I don't know how long I plan to stream during those days, but hopefully for as long as I can. I really want to, like, put myself out there and, just to get to know you guys more. It's really just a thing that I hope to. What else am I missing? Um, I don't think there's anything else that I'm missing. Not really much else to talk about. No, unless something that I'm forgetting. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think I'm good. Fine. I guess this is as good as a chance as I can get to, like, take the time to, like, say. And that's why I hope you guys subscribe. Just for anybody that sees this. But yeah, pretty enjoyable stuff, and I think that's it for me. So, even though this was a pretty short debut stream, I don't want to keep it too long for anybody that wants to watch this VOD. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Later. How many times I got to do this over and over again? Third time they asked me to do this. Whatever.